Hello students and welcome to my channel Maths Up. So if you're watching the video series on Magic with Maths, you must have seen the last video, talk number 21 on dice. And if you haven't watched it, do watch it so that talk 22 is going to be a little difficult than talk 20 and 21. So do watch the previous videos to get the technicalities and the short tricks, right? So let's go more into this topic and let's deal with some more difficult questions. So now it's just a recap, right? So you have to tell me that which number is an opposite plane of 2. So here you can see that 5 is common. So for the first dice, we start with 5 and in a clockwise direction, we get the numbers 5, 1, 3. And in the second dice, we start with 5 and again in the clockwise direction, it becomes 5, 2, 3, right? So here you can see one thing that when we check that the two dices, you can see that two numbers were common to each other, isn't it? So below 5, I've written 5, below 3, I've written 3, and opposite to 1 is coming out to be 2, right? So what should be the answer? The which number is opposite to the plane 2? It is 1, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question. So along with short trick, you should be logically also correct, right? So it's not that you're only applying the short trick without thinking what is happening into the question. So now how many points will be on the face opposite to in face which contains 2 points? So you have to tell that how many dots will appear on the face opposite to 2. Now four positions of dices are given to us. So let's name them. Let's name this A, B, C and D, right? So you can take only two dices at a time. So let us take dice A and B. So can we see something common in dice A and B? You can see that only the number 5 is common, right? So we start with 5 and we write the other numbers in a clockwise way. So we get 5, 3 and 2, right? In the second one, we start with 5 and then when we write it in a clockwise direction, we get 5, 4 and 6, right? Okay. So now you can see here that opposite the face 2, it is coming out to be 6, right? But when you check the other dices, is the situation correct? Just check it out. You need to think, right? So we have to see, we have to cross check it. So now let us check dices B and C. It should be logically correct with all of them, right? With B and C, if we take the two dices B and C, what is the situation? Is something common between them? B and C. We have 4, 6, 5 and we have 1, 2 and 3. So you can see that nothing is common, right? Moreover, if when we are taking A and B, is opposite to 2 we are having 6 and is opposite to 3 we are having 4, we need to check it, right? So with B and C, you can see that none of the combination is possible, right? Nothing is common between them. So now let's take A and C. If I take A and C, what will happen? A and C, 3 and 2, two positions are common. So let's write 2, 3, 5. And for this, let's write 2, 3 and 1, right? That means opposite to 5, we should get 1, right? So opposite to face 5, it should be 1. Okay. So, but we want for 2, so we haven't got the clue yet. Now let's compare C and D. Now when we compare C and D, what will happen? What is common between them? 1 is common. So let's write it in a clockwise way. 1, 2, 3. And let's write the other one, the D dice. 1, 6 and 4. Right? So you can see that opposite to 2 we are getting 6 and opposite to 3 we are getting 4. Right? So that means opposite to phase 2, how many points should be there? 6. We have successfully concluded our answers from both these dice. So we checked all the cases and from there we got the answer, right? So now let's move on to some other questions. So if the number of dices are more, you don't have to worry. Just check cases and see that are we getting the same result with all of them, right? So let's check this question. A dice with six faces is marked with six numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This dice is rolled with three times and three positions are shown, right? So you have to find the number which is opposite to 1. So for that, let us compare dice 1 and dice 2 positions. So what is common between them? 3 is common, so we write it in a clockwise way, so we get 3 to 1. And for the second dice, when we write, we get 3, 4, and 5. So automatically, which dice is opposite to 5? It is the number 1, right? So option C is the correct one, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. If number 2 is in bottom, then which number is on the top? That means you have to tell me the face which is having the opposite number of 2. So let's compare first and the second dice. 6 is common. So 6, 4 and 1. Similarly, we have 6, 3 and 5. Right? So you can see that 1 is opposite to 5 and 3 is opposite to 4. Right? So we have the numbers 1, 2 is missing, 3, 4, 5. So that means the number which is opposite to 6 is 2. Or the number which is opposite to 2 is 6. So it should be option D, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Which number is in front of C? So with alphabets also the thing remains same. So again, let's compare the first and the second dice. So C is common, so we write C, D, E. And similarly, we write C, B, A. So if you check your alphabets, we have A, B, C, D, E. That means F should be here. So the face which is opposite to C should be F, right? Okay. So try this question. You have to tell me that which number is in front of 4. So you have to tell me the opposite to 4. So I think you can clearly see that if you check the first two dice, two faces are same, 2, 3. So the number which is opposite to 4 is always 1, right? So A is the correct option, right? So I hope you liked the video and you knew the shortcut tricks also. So have a nice day and thank you so much. So if you like the video, do hit the like button, and those of you who haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel to get the latest updated video. Believe in yourself and you will definitely succeed. Thank you.